Join Mind Expansion Daily as we dive into the heated debate over water rights and see if we can figure out how nations are actually fighting for this precious resource. Water rights have become a significant issue in international relations, with many countries competing for access to this limited resource. This competition has led to tensions between nations, and in some cases, even conflict. The growing tensions between nations over limited water resources are evident in various parts of the world. For example, the Nile River, which flows through 11 countries, has been a source of contention between Egypt, Sudan, and Ethiopia. These countries have been engaged in a long-standing dispute over the construction of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, which Egypt fears will reduce its share of the river's water. The dispute over the Nile River is just one example of the many water-related conflicts around the world. In Asia, the Brahmaputra River has been a source of tension between India and China, with both countries competing for access to the river's water. The Mekong River, which flows through 6 countries in Southeast Asia, has also been the subject of disputes over water rights and the impact of dams on the river's ecosystem. Tensions over water resources are not limited to these regions, as many other countries are also competing for access to this limited resource. In the Middle East, the Jordan River has been a source of contention between Israel, Palestine, and Jordan. The Colorado River in North America has also been the subject of disputes between the United States and Mexico over water rights and the impact of drought on the river's ecosystem. The historical context of water rights is complex, with many countries having competing claims to the same water resources. The current disputes over water rights are often rooted in historical agreements and treaties that have become outdated or are no longer relevant. For example, the treaty governing the use of the Nile River was signed in 1929, and many of the countries involved feel that it no longer reflects their current needs or interests. The impact of water rights disputes on local populations and ecosystems can be significant. In many cases, the construction of dams or other water infrastructure projects has led to the displacement of communities and the destruction of habitats. The pollution of water resources has also had a devastating impact on ecosystems, with many species facing extinction due to the loss of their habitats. The historical context of water rights has also been influenced by colonialism and the legacy of colonial-era agreements. Many of the treaties governing water rights were signed during the colonial era, and they often reflect the interests of the colonial powers rather than the needs of the local populations. This has led to many of the current disputes over water rights, as countries seek to renegotiate these agreements and assert their own interests. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is a critical case study in the ongoing debate over water rights. The dam, which is being constructed on the Blue Nile River, has the potential to generate significant amounts of hydroelectric power for Ethiopia. However, Egypt and Sudan have expressed concerns that the dam will reduce their share of the Nile's water, and have called for a halt to its construction. The stakes involved in the dispute over the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam are high, with the potential for significant economic and environmental impacts. If the dam is completed, it could provide a major boost to Ethiopia's economy, but it could also have a devastating impact on Egypt and Sudan's agricultural sectors. The dispute has also raised concerns about the potential for conflict over water resources, and the need for international cooperation to resolve these disputes. The dispute over the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam has also highlighted the need for sustainable water management practices. The dam has the potential to generate significant amounts of renewable energy, but it also poses significant risks to the environment and local populations. The international community must work together to develop sustainable solutions to the world's water challenges, and to ensure that the needs of all countries are taken into account. In conclusion, the debate over water rights is complex and multifaceted, with many countries competing for access to this limited resource. The growing tensions between nations over limited water resources highlight the need for international cooperation and sustainable water management practices. The key points discussed in this video emphasize the importance of sustainable water management and cooperation. Don't forget to like and comment below on your thoughts about water rights conflicts, and if you're interested in learning more about environmental issues, check out our video on climate change. Thanks for joining Mind Expansion Daily. We truly appreciate you.